What's going on YouTube? It's Towey back with another video for you today, and I honestly, truthfully have absolutely no idea where to start this video. Today is Wednesday, December 28th, which means I have been back here at the EG house for about 2 days now. I went to MLG Las Vegas, as most of you guys know if you've seen my other videos, for about 5 days. I ended up staying an extra day. Huge mistake. I ended up getting actually really sick, and it feels like my whole face is falling apart right now from the cold, and God, I don't know. I don't know what everyone got at Las Vegas, but it seems like everyone that was there got really sick, and I was really sick for a lot of my Christmas break back home in Minnesota, and I still feel terrible now. Anyways, the video that I'm trying to make for you guys is a behind the scenes look at some of these team changes, and in theory, I wanted to kind of vlog about, you know, all of the possibilities or situations that I find myself in or problems I need to overcome during this process right now. And almost all of these things I can't really share with the public, which makes it really hard to know what I can and can't talk about in this video. Okay, so I've been sitting here for about 20 minutes now in front of the camera trying to think of how to properly summarize all of the possible team changes or lineups that have been running together up until this point in time, and there's just no way to, you know, adequately give you guys that information. There have been a lot of lineups, but essentially I'm basically just gonna start covering for the last 2 days. So that's Monday and Tuesday after Christmas. Monday, I got back to the EG house and almost immediately drove over to Lunch's house. I haven't been home to my house or slept in my bed in like 2 weeks, and immediately drove all the way to Lunch's house because we were scrimming. I believe we played with Ace and Renegade that night. And yeah, Aaron and Jason and Justin and I have almost teamed several different times that people probably don't know about. Now, where this gets really complicated is the fact that I not only am representing the players, and I obviously want Jason and Justin's best interest for their best possible roster at Worlds. I'm representing myself, but I'm also representing the organization, and it's a lot of responsibility. It feels like a lot of responsibility on my shoulders, but it just so happens that right now, possibly, you know, what is in my best interest maybe isn't in their best interest. And that's what makes this so difficult. For me personally, I live in the house, I have the whole lease in my name, I have all the utilities in my name, I have worked extremely closely with EG. I quit my job working as a futures trader in Chicago for a firm downtown really not that long ago. It's about a year ago now, and I've been trying to do content in Halo and focus on our team full time. And for my personal career, within esports in the industry, I can't necessarily say that, you know, leaving EG to join the Straight Rippin' roster as a coach is a smart decision at this time with everything I have available to me now and everything I've built up with EG and all the, you know, possibilities of working with the Call of Duty team. So the only other alternative at this time, if hypothetically, if like all of this actually is how it's played out, I might possibly be able to still coach a team in Halo if it's allowed between the orgs and between the league. I was actually allowed to do this about a year ago, if you guys remember. The last qualifier for Worlds at ESL Studios, I coached Tom's team, Ogre 2. I coached Denial when I was still obviously signed to EG. I was on Evil Geniuses. We had a team. I think we were the 2nd seed at the time. But we had already qualified or whatever, so they were there to qualify, and I was allowed to coach their team, even though I was representing a different organization. So hypothetically, if this is how it plays out, I may be able to coach another roster, and I'm not sure how that would work in terms of, you know, sponsors. Obviously, they can't conflict. I obviously am not going to be representing or branding any other sponsors apart from what's on Evil Geniuses, and I'm not sure how that would work in terms of content either. Like, I can't express enough how motivating and reassuring it is to me every time I read all of the comments for all of these videos and people tell me that they can't get enough of them, because I'm really just figuring it out as I go and trying to learn and do the best that I can to provide content for people, because it's lacked in Halo for so long. And I'm not sure if that's like a possibility to continue if the players I would be shooting content of are on a different organization with different sponsors, and it gets really complicated. So it's really stressful for me because all of the decision-making power has been placed on my shoulders to decide this outcome for our org, for all of our players, and for myself personally. And obviously I just want what is in everyone's best interest, but I don't even know what's in my own best interest. If I think about being entirely out of the Halo space, it just makes me really, really sad. And, you know, I'm passionate about Halo. I've always been passionate about Halo, but who knows? I don't really know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna be the straight ripping roster. I'm fairly certain that Liquid roster is staying the same at this time. And if there's any more, I guess I'll update you guys later. So I just got home from the gym. If you can't tell, I've been figuring this shit out all day and finally took time to go to the gym at like 8 or 9 o'clock. It's much more complicated as of right now than it was the last time I spoke with you guys, and I'm just not sure what I can and can't share. Essentially, I left my job to do this full time, and I need to try to think about the decisions being made right now in terms of my long-term plan. 3 months and 6 months and 9 months and 12 months out, and where do I see myself in the industry with, you know, EG as an organization? What kind of goals do I want to set for myself within that time frame, and really kind of figure out what I want to do. And, you know, that's what's in my best interest. That's what I need to figure out, and that is not what is in Jason and Justin's best interest. Obviously their best interest is finding the team for Worlds. And right now, the way things are set up, those two are strongly conflicting against each other directly, which has never happened before for us. And it really sucks. It really, really, really sucks. In case you guys can't tell, I don't think I have the heat on in here. It's like 62 degrees in this house. I don't know. It's a terrible decision. Jason and Justin and I have teamed for a long time. Long time. I teamed with Victory in the championships in 2008 at Las Vegas, and then starting at every event in 2009, I stayed with Jason and Justin at every tournament, and then officially joined the team to start 2010. So 2010, 2011, 2012, kind of took a break for 2013, very end of 2014, 2015, 2016 is a very long time to have a core of 3 people on the same roster. Always. And we've always made every team decision together. And as it stands right now, you know, I've told you guys it's like my responsibility to make this decision for everyone, essentially, is how it feels. And it's come down to knowing where they stand on a certain issue right now and me making a decision about it. And it just sucks. It just really, really sucks. I don't know what's gonna happen at all. You know, I have a degree and a lot of work experience outside of esports, and I quit my job to do this type of stuff. And yeah, I really haven't looked out for myself a lot. And right now it kind of sucks because I think I need to, and by doing so, it directly conflicts with other things. And I know I'm being extremely vague and unhelpful, and you're gonna all hate me for this, and this vlog is gonna totally suck, but I'm trying really hard to be more open on camera and explain how painful this process has been for me. I wish I could show you guys like my whole call history. I added it up cumulatively over 7.5 hours on the phone or Skype in a call, and that doesn't include the last like 40-minute conversation I just had. So I haven't made a decision yet, because that's obviously an incredibly hard decision to make. By essentially doing something like that, I jeopardize my long-term future and career, but it assures that Jason and Justin have the roster that they want to compete on, regardless of whether or not I'm coaching. Like, obviously figuring out the roster is the most important thing. And problem is that by doing that, there are several other variables, including the fact that I'm not involved in Halo at all anymore, that I'm strongly opposed to. And yeah, I mean, I just don't know. I know I'm not giving you guys like the full picture or all of the information, but for anyone that's watching that has competed before or have had teammates that you've teamed with for a really long time, and imagine yourself in a situation where you have been doing this for years and years and years, and potentially for, you know, not the biggest tournament of your life, now the second biggest tournament of your life, you have to make a decision that directly impacts your best friends and teammates of 8 years roster, while simultaneously trying to figure out your, you know, short and long-term future within the industry, while possibly costing you a spot on a roster to compete at that tournament. And it's really, really, really stressful. And I don't know what's gonna happen. And I've been recording and vlogging so much today. I think I have like 15 or 20 minutes of footage recorded. I don't know how I'm ever gonna split this all up like each day and split it all up into just one video. I think I need to do like one video per day. So I don't know if this is boring for you guys. I'm essentially just talking to the camera and trying to give you a little bit more insight into what this experience is really like for me. And you know, I don't want to cut too much out, so I feel like maybe one per day is the best way to do it. So yeah, I guess that's gonna do it for today, guys. Make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe below if you enjoy the channel. Make sure to share the videos too. It does really help the channel grow. I will steal that line from Maniac, even though it's entirely true. Yeah, this is it for me. I guess I'm gonna be vlogging more tomorrow, and we'll see you next time.